You think you've seen it all? Think again. These are the scariest animal encounters ever recorded, and they're all Guinness World Records. I've spent my life pushing the limits, staring down danger in the wildest places on Earth. I've learned that nature is raw, unpredictable, and powerful beyond our imagination. But even I was stunned by these stories. These aren't just tales of close calls, they're testaments to the sheer will to live, moments where humans came face to face with the untamed power of the animal kingdom and somehow, against all odds, walked away. We're about to explore the absolute extremes of survival. Forget what you see in the movies. This is reality, raw and unfiltered. We'll be using a mix of dramatic reenactments and real survival stories ahead to bring you as close as possible to the heart-pounding action. You'll feel the adrenaline, the fear, and the incredible courage it took to endure these life-altering events. So buckle up. We're venturing into a world where records aren't just about being the biggest or the fastest, but about surviving the impossible. This is survival on a whole new level. Let's get into it. Our first record takes us deep into the unforgiving wilderness, a place where one wrong move can be your last. Imagine this. You're out in the wild, the air is crisp, and then a shadow moves in the trees. Before you can react, you're face to face with one of nature's most formidable predators, a grizzly bear. For one man, this nightmare became a reality, but what followed was an ordeal so prolonged, so brutal, it earned him a place in the record books for surviving the longest ever recorded bear attack. 20 minutes. Try to even comprehend that. This wasn't a quick swipe and retreat. It was a sustained, relentless assault. The bear, a force of pure primal rage, pinned him down. The sheer power is unimaginable. The weight, the claws like daggers, the teeth designed to crush bone. Every second would have felt like an eternity. The pain must have been excruciating, a white-hot agony searing through every part of his body. In that situation, your survival instincts kick into overdrive. Do you fight back? Do you play dead? Every decision is life or death. He tried to protect his head and neck, the vital areas. The bear mauled his limbs, tore at his flesh, tossing him around like a rag doll. The sounds alone would have been terrifying. The guttural roars of the bear, the sickening crunch of bone and sinew. It's a primal battle, man versus beast, stripped of all modern comforts. You have only your wits, your will, and whatever strength you have left. To endure that for 1 minute is a miracle. To endure for 20 is something beyond human comprehension. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit. In those moments of pure terror, something takes over. The will to live, to see your family again, to simply draw one more breath becomes the most powerful force in the universe. He lay there, broken and bleeding, but not defeated. He had to convince the bear that he was no longer a threat. It's a delicate, terrifying dance with death, where one flinch, one cry of pain could trigger the final, fatal blow. Somehow, after 20 minutes of hell on earth, the bear lost interest and moved on. The man was left shattered, but alive. He had survived. His story isn't just one of luck, it's a masterclass in resilience, in the unbreakable will to live that resides deep within us all. This Guinness World Record isn't just a statistic, it's a scar, a memory, and a powerful reminder of what the human body and mind can endure when pushed to the absolute limit. Next, we journey to the sweltering, muddy waters of the Philippines, home to a creature that has haunted human nightmares for millennia, the saltwater crocodile. These are modern-day dinosaurs, apex predators perfected by evolution. But one of these giants was so immense, so powerful, that its capture became a global event and set a staggering world record. They called him Lolong, and he was the largest crocodile ever held in captivity, measuring a colossal 20.3 feet. Imagine the task of capturing such a beast. This isn't fishing, this is hunting a monster. For weeks, a team of seasoned hunters and villagers tracked Lolong. He was a phantom in the Agusan marsh, a suspected killer of livestock and even a local fisherman. The community lived in fear. The trap they set had to be immense, constructed with steel cables capable of holding a creature with a bite force strong enough to crush a small boat. The tension in the air would have been thick enough to cut with a knife. The night they finally caught him was pure chaos. The sound of the trap springing, the thrashing of a 1-ton reptile fighting for its life. It would have been deafening. The sheer power of Lolong was terrifying. He snapped thick ropes, twisted steel, and fought with a fury that only a cornered primeval predator can muster. It took nearly 100 people to haul him from the water and onto land. The scale of this operation is hard to fathom. It was a battle of human ingenuity and teamwork against raw reptilian power. When they finally subdued him and laid him out, the true scale of the animal was breathtaking, over 20 feet long, weighing more than a ton. His head alone was bigger than most men. Staring at a creature like that, you understand your place in the food chain. It's a humbling, terrifying experience. This wasn't just a big crocodile, it was a living legend, a relic from a bygone era swimming in our modern world. He was a true king of the river. The capture of Lolong was a monumental feat, earning its place in the Guinness World Records. It was a moment that brought a legendary creature out of the murky depths and into the light. While his story in captivity is a complex one, the record itself stands as a testament to the sheer size and power these incredible animals can achieve. It's a stark reminder that in the wild places of the world, true giants still roam. From the murky rivers, we plunge into the deep blue ocean, a realm of breathtaking beauty and chilling danger. For most divers, a single close encounter with a shark is a story they'll tell for the rest of their lives. But for one man, it's practically a routine. Meet the person who holds the Guinness World Record for the most shark encounters survived. Not one, not 10, but an unbelievable 38 separate incidents. This isn't just luck. It's a masterclass in understanding the ocean's apex predator. Each of these 38 encounters is a story in itself. We're talking about a spectrum of sharks, from curious reef sharks to the formidable great white. Imagine being in the water, your world reduced to what you can see through your mask, and a shadow detaches itself from the blue haze. The heart starts pounding. Your training, your experience, everything kicks in. This diver had to make the right call 38 different times in situations where the wrong move could have been fatal. Survival in these moments is about staying calm and asserting your presence. Panic is your worst enemy. Thrashing around mimics a wounded fish, an easy meal. This record holder learned to read the shark's body language, the arch of its back, the drop of its pectoral fins. These are subtle cues that signal a potential attack. He learned to stand his ground, to use his camera or a dive stick to create a barrier to show the shark he wasn't prey. It's an incredible psychological battle fought in an alien environment. Think about the sheer odds. To face down a shark once and survive is remarkable. To do it 38 times suggests something more than luck. It points to an unparalleled level of expertise and an almost supernatural calm under pressure. He's been bumped, circled, and charged. He has faced down the ocean's most feared predator again and again and has lived to tell the tales, each one a brush with death that would leave most people vowing never to enter the water again. This Guinness World Record is one of the most unique I've ever come across. It's not about a single moment of bravery, but a lifetime of it. It's about a deep, albeit dangerous, relationship with these magnificent creatures. He survived not by fighting them, but by understanding them. His story is a powerful lesson in respect for the wild and the incredible ability of a human to adapt and survive in the predator's own backyard. Now we venture into the dense, misty jungles of Central Africa, the domain of one of our closest and most powerful relatives, the gorilla. An encounter with a wild silverback is a rare and humbling privilege, but it demands absolute respect. One man's experience became so intense, so frighteningly close, that it set a world record for the closest ever encounter with a wild gorilla, a heart-stopping, face-to-face distance of just 2 inches. Imagine trekking for hours through thick, humid jungle. Suddenly your guide freezes. Ahead, a family of gorillas, and there he is, the Silverback, a magnificent 400-pound patriarch, all muscle and quiet authority. The rule is to stay back, be submissive, avoid eye contact. But sometimes the wild writes its own rules. In this case, the Silverback, perhaps feeling his territory was threatened, decided to make a statement. He charged. A bluff charge from a silverback is one of the most terrifying displays in the natural world. It's a sensory overload. The ground trembles. He beats his chest, a thunderous drumming that echoes through the trees. He lets out a deafening roar that hits you in the chest like a physical blow. Most charges stop short, a test of nerve, but this one didn't. The silverback came on, a black-furred locomotive of pure power, and stopped just 2 inches from the man's face. In that moment, time freezes 2 inches. You can feel the warmth of its breath on your skin. You can see every line on its weathered face, the deep intelligence and raw power in its dark eyes. You can smell the wild, earthy scent of the animal. Every instinct in your body is screaming at you to run, to scream, to do something. But you know that any movement, any sign of fear or aggression could be your last. All you can do is stay perfectly still and hold your breath. The man held his ground, making himself small, averting his gaze. It was the ultimate act of submission. He was in the Silverback's world, and the Silverback was making the rules. After a few seconds that must have felt like a lifetime, the great ape was satisfied. He had proven his point. He turned and ambled back to his family, leaving the man shaking but unharmed. To be that close to such untamed power and be shown mercy is an experience that changes you forever. It's a record born from terror, respect, and a profound connection between two species. For our final record, we're not looking at a single animal, but a moving, thundering mass of life that is so vast, it's considered one of the natural wonders of the world. This is the Great Wildebeest Migration in the Serengeti, an annual event that holds the Guinness World Record for the most dangerous animal migration on Earth. We're talking about an army of 1.5 million wildebeest joined by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles on a relentless search for fresh grazing. This isn't just a long walk. It's a brutal 1,800-mile circular marathon fraught with constant peril. The sheer scale is almost impossible to comprehend. From the air, they look like a single flowing entity, carving a path through the vast plains of Africa, but on the ground it's a chaotic struggle for survival. The journey is dictated by the rains, a constant push towards life-giving water and grass, but every step is a gamble. The dangers come from all sides. On land, prides of lions, clans of hyenas and cheetahs stalk the edges of the herd, picking off the weak, the young and the unwary. The tension is constant. A moment of inattention can mean death. The herd offers safety in numbers, but it's a false sense of security. The predators of the Serengeti have evolved alongside this migration. They are masters of the ambush, experts at turning this great river of life into a feast. Perhaps the most iconic and dangerous obstacle is the river crossing, the Mara River. Here the migration reaches its dramatic peak. The wildebeest pile up on the banks, hesitant, until the pressure from behind forces the first ones over the edge. It's a panicked, desperate plunge into churning, crocodile-infested waters. These are some of the largest crocodiles in Africa, and they wait all year for this moment. The river becomes a churning cauldron of chaos, survival and death. It's a spectacle of raw nature, brutal and magnificent. Thousands will not make it. They will drown, be crushed in the stampede, or fall prey to the waiting crocodiles, but the herd must go on. This Guinness World Record isn't about one individual's encounter, but about the collective life or death struggle of millions. It is the ultimate testament to the powerful, instinctual drive to survive that governs the natural world on a scale that is simply awe-inspiring. We've stared into the eyes of a silverback, faced the fury of a grizzly, and witnessed the raw power of a million-strong migration. These Guinness World Records are more than just entries in a book. They are the absolute pinnacle of survival. They represent moments where the line between life and death was razor thin, where instinct, courage, and sometimes sheer luck made all the difference. These stories strip away everything and show us the core of what it means to be alive and to fight for that life. From the quiet courage of the man who endured the bear attack to the collective struggle of the wildebeest, each record tells a profound story about our world. They remind us that we share this planet with creatures of incredible power and majesty. These encounters teach us respect and humility. They show us that while we may build cities and technology in the heart of the wild, we are still just a small part of a much larger, untamed world. These survivors carry their stories with them forever, a permanent reminder of their brush with the wild. They are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of nature. Which of these record-breaking encounters shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable stories.